And yes, sir, we are live. Welcome back to the show. Welcome to the two-man front with my boy, The Fog from Objectively Biased Sports. Of course, I'm your boy, Be Easy from Be Easy Entertainment Sports. So we got a fun show for you guys. I know it's late in the East Coast, so we're going to jump right into it so you guys can go to sleep. But I know you guys have been waiting for this top 10 mock draft, our first top 10 mock draft. We'll do our next 11 through 20 and 20 through 31, something like that. The numbers. All the numbers. We'll do those numbers in sequential order to get you guys ready for the NFL draft coming in April. It seems like we're so close, but yet so far away, and there's so much happening. So much happening, man. So Fog, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good up until the Eagles got Kenny Pickett.
we're gonna touch on that a little bit real quick. But of course, please, while you're here, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give us some love. Give our pages some love. BZ Sports Entertainment, Objectively Biased Sports on Facebook. And again, I forgot to make the QR code. I'll do that next time. I'll do that next time for our pages as well. But go ahead and take your phones out real quick. Go ahead and use your phone to scan that QR codes and watch us on YouTube. And I also forgot to help you guys get the link for this Have Your Name show, not as Facebook user. Look, I'm going to get it right. I promise. I'm going to get it right next week so we can make sure you guys know who you are. That's my fault. All right. We already got some talk. We already got some trash talkers. Whoa, Pickett. Oh, okay. And yeah, you need to log out. And you're lucky you're a Facebook user. You're lucky you are a Facebook user, whoever said this right here.
Whoever said Pickett greater than Hurts. Jesus.
Oh man, here's the rundown. We've been talking about today. Again, quick, easy show. Give you guys some free agent updates and some trade updates. You guys already know what happened. You already know what I'm going to probably talk about a little bit. You already know what I'm going to be talking about a little bit, just a little bit. And then, of course, we're going to be talking about our top 10 mock draft. Each of us gave our top 10 picks for this upcoming draft, and we will talk about each pick and why we feel like those teams should. And look at that, Jay knew my name popped up. Yes, it did, baby. How you doing, Jay?
My man, Jay, Seattle. They're in trouble, Jay.
Kyle, I thought you were on Facebook. Jay, how are you even? Anyways, that's a different story. But
well, he should be in jail for that comment. Shit.
We'll appreciate you guys coming on. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right. Free agency news of the weekend. We all know what happened. The free agency frenzy and trade frenzy is up. Kenny Pickett has been traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. We pretty much shipped him to the other side of the state because we wanted him nowhere in Western Pennsylvania.
We couldn't get him out of the state.
It's amazing he's never left the state, right? I mean, it's amazing he's like literally whole football career has been playing in Pennsylvania. But yeah, traded him for some picks. I believe we got a third and we got a fourth out of Kenny Pickett. And then of course, the biggest trade of the weekend, Justin Fields, former Chicago Bears quarterback, headed to my team, Pittsburgh Steelers. It's super excited about that. But Fog, I'm gonna let you go ahead. And just kind of give your thoughts about these trades and what are your thoughts on young Kenny Pickett?
What? I'd rather give thoughts on Justin Fields.
Look,
in all honesty, I think the Steelers made a good move. You got Russell Wilson for a year. You got him on the cheap. The Broncos are paying $38 million of his salary. And you've got Fields to actually sit back and watch under Russ and actually learn. I think Justin Fields can actually be his career can actually be somewhat similar to Alex Smith. He just didn't have his opportunity. Once he finds the right fit or gets within the right system, we can actually see him flourish. I'm not closing the book on him yet the way a lot of people are. On the flip side of this, Kenny Pickett, the only concern I have is the fact that we have Kellen Moore in Philadelphia as an offensive coordinator. I just had this conversation with a group of individuals. Tim called me up and was killing me over this. But I told him, I said, look, Kellen Moore has run a good offense. He had, I think it was 3 out of 4 years, he had a top 5 offense, a top 10 offense in Dallas, but he also had really good weapons in Dallas. We saw him go to the Chargers. He struggled. The Chargers offense struggled. He's no longer there. Now he's in Philly. Unfortunately, Kenny Pickett would actually fit better to the style of offense Kellen Moore runs. So my concern with this is, are we going to try to fit Jalen Hurts into Kellen Moore's system, or is Kellen Moore going to work his system around the strengths of Jalen Hurts? This Kenny Pickett, bringing in Kenny Pickett, actually concerns me a bit.
Yeah, before I get on Justin Fields, honestly, Fog, I told you on the phone that I felt like I didn't think we were in play. I thought we were done. I thought the minute we got Russell Wilson, I thought, okay, we got Russ. Let's move on and let's get some guys who we can put around Russ for about a year or two, and then maybe find a quarterback of the future down the line. I thought we were done. I thought Justin Fields, at this point, his trade value seemed to be so low and plummeting. I honestly thought he was going to go to a team like the Eagles to back up Jalen Hurts because they have the same play style. I thought they were going to do some designs and maybe some end arounds, or I don't really know. They're both athletes. You could even substitute Jalen Hurts and for Justin Fields and do the tush push, right? I mean, they're the same dude. I don't know if they're the same strength, but the same dude. I thought it was going to be a team like the Eagles that get Justin Fields. I had told you, I thought it was going to be a team like the Chiefs, right? To back up Patrick Mahomes. Why not? Why not have a guy like that back up Patrick Mahomes? And then maybe even the Miami Dolphins, teams that are very, very smart, that can design these schemes around these athletes. I thought it was going to be a team like that, at least for a 1-year rental. And then Justin Fields can go off as a free agent and do whatever he wants. When we got him, I was like, wow. And then when I found out what we got him for, hey man, I wasn't a huge fan of Omar Khan, right? Before this season, but now I'm loving this new version of the Pittsburgh Steelers, because I've been telling everybody, from the minute the season ended, we're not the type of team. We don't make these type of trades. We don't get these type of players. We don't get these type of high profile players. Plus, I was prepared. I was mentally preparing myself for Kenny Pickett to be playing football again for us. I was ready for it. I really felt like Kenny Pickett and Russell Wilson were going to battle. Kenny Pickett was going to have a chip on his shoulder, even though we just found out he's a weak dude. And I said that in my own video. He's afraid of competition and he's weak as hell. I don't want that guy. But I really felt like he was going to be like that, and it didn't happen, right? And he's pouting. He's pouting. He pouted last year on the bench when Mason Rudolph took his spot.
Yep.
I'll be pouting. I'll be pouting too if a guy like that took my spot, but took his spot, took his team to the playoffs. Now he's pouting now that Russell Wilson came in. And it's just, like I said in my video, if you guys can catch the video, it's on my page. We don't need a weak mindset like that in our locker room. If you're not willing to at least learn behind a guy like Russell Wilson, a Super Bowl champion, a one-time Super Bowl champion, right? A 10-year vet, future Hall of Famer. You're not willing to learn behind a guy like that, then for a guy who's done nothing in the league, I don't need Kenny Pickett. But Justin Fields, I'm ready for the dude. I'm excited. I really am. I really am excited because I think we are the best place for him to grow. He seems like a guy that's willing to learn, that wants to learn. He's super athletic. Obviously, I think he's just gonna be a sponge around Russ. I don't agree with this. People are trying to convince me that Justin Fields will start by week 6. I don't. I think unless Russ wets the bed. I mean, I'm talking about he has to either get hurt, really hurt and injured, he just can't play, or he has to just come out and just be awful, which I don't think will happen. I don't see Justin Fields playing at all at quarterback a lot this year. I don't see it. I don't see it. But let's get some comments real quick before we move forward. Jay New, man, I actually just did some research on your GM. I don't know what the hell Seahawks are doing. I have no clue exactly what they're doing. Let's see what they do in the draft, though. They were also a team that I felt like that could possibly bring in a guy like Justin Fields, only because I felt like Mike Macdonald, understood the Lamar Jackson situation, right? highest paid bench warmer. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna pay him, but he'll play next year. He'll play. He'll play 2025. Do you think Tomlin will do a 2 quarterback game plan and keep the opposing team switching it up? Nah,
Nah.
no, I don't think that's Arthur Smith's or Tomlin's game plan. They're not. I think they want Russell Wilson to succeed, so they don't have to play Justin Fields too early. Like that's the plan. Like I think that's good. That's the. And remember, Justin Fields wanted to come to Pittsburgh, knowing that Russell Wilson was here. So I think even Justin Fields knows he's probably not going to be playing much. Fields is riding the bench. Yep, it's QB number 2, absolutely. And no, Fields is not the highest bench warmer. Taylor Heineke will be. Yeah, that's crazy. With $9 million, yeah, he really will be, which is insane. I'm shocked he's in the head coach yet. I'm not sure who you're referring to. If you're talking about Taylor Heineke. And this
maybe Kellen Moore.
Oh, Kellen Moore. You know what? Honestly, I'm shocked he isn't either, but now I kind of understand why he's not. He doesn't really seem like a guy that can lead. This person said, look, I just wish they had a real OC. The guy came with some bright ideas to give Derrick Henry the ball, and nothing else got a lot to prove to me. Oh, nothing else got a lot to prove to me. Talk about Arthur Smith.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, the Titans did get to the AFC title game with that formula with Ryan Tannehill, didn't they? I feel like they got to the AFC title game at least one time.
Was it I don't know if they got to the title game.
Maybe they did. Either the divisional round or the AFC title game. I feel like they either or. They won some playoff games. I know they did. I know they won some playoff games. And I feel like they did. If someone could look that up for me, that'd be great. One of you guys who are watching. I get that it could be a little vanilla, but that's all we really need. We have the backs, we have the receiver, we have hopefully the quarterback and Russell Wilson. I'm okay with it. I don't need the fancy pantsy stuff. Like I don't need it. Like Steeler Nation doesn't need that. We're not the Dolphins. We don't really care for that much. So we just want to run the football and just have Russell Wilson take care of the football. That's what he needs to do. Right? That's all he needs. That's essentially all he really needs to do. Real quick, just a couple other free agent signings that went down over the weekend. As you can see, this is from Pro Football Focus. A couple of things. Anything jump out to you, Fog?
Let's see here. Any signings that jumped out? The Smith going from Dallas to the Jets.
That was today. Yeah, that was today. That was pretty big. The Jets are not joking, playing around. They're going to protect Aaron Rodgers, and they have to.
Yeah,
they have to protect their investment. Like they have to protect their 41-year-old quarterback. I felt like this was pretty big. I'll highlight it for everybody. Everybody can see it. I felt like Marquise Brown going to the Chiefs was pretty big. Now, I wasn't a fan of Marquise Brown when he was with the Ravens. He dropped a lot of passes.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure why the Chiefs would do this, but he's still a fast target for Patrick Mahomes, and you got a fast guy like that, and he can make some moves. You can move him a lot of places. I liked that signing. I didn't like that signing.
Well, he's a I guess a better personality and I think a better receiver overall than Kadarius Toney. So you're kind of getting an upgrade. I think he's going to fill this void of what they wanted Toney to be.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I think they had an idea what Toney was supposed to be, but clearly didn't turn out. Clearly did. But to be honest, Toney did help them win the Super Bowl. That punt return did get them in position to win the Super Bowl. There's still a lot of big time guys like Connor Williams. He's still available. Still a lot of big names out there. But obviously, as the days go on up until the draft, guys will be signed, and yeah, we're gonna continue to update this for you guys until up to the draft. All right. So But let's get to the mock draft, something that you guys I know have been waiting for a while. I've been asked a lot, when's the mock coming out? When's the mock coming out? Well, here we go. We'll go ahead and get the mock draft started now. And let me go ahead and get that up to you guys. I can find it. Oh, that's not it. Man, live.
That's always fun. David James. Dave, you saying that protecting a 41-year-old with two older 30-somethings. Hey, listen, if it works, it works. It's worked before.
It has worked before. Yeah. I mean, I think Tyron Smith can't stay healthy though. That's his biggest issue. He can't stay on the field. He can't stay on the field with anything. That's only his issue, right? That's the biggest thing with him. But I think it's gonna be a good move. Personally, I think it's gonna be a good move. All right. Let's see. Let me get some of these comments real quick. I see some comments before we get to the mock draft. Let me get to these comments. So there's a theory out there. It's race-based. If you have a black quarterback and you don't want the fans to grumble, you have to have a black backup. I don't understand that theory. If you have a black quarterback and you don't want the fans to grumble, you have to have a black backup. Look, it's not laid over here. I don't know it's laid over there, but that's a lot of thinking. I gotta think about that one. I gotta think about that one. I mean, I kind of see where this person is going. I kind of see. Interesting. Okay. Soon as Hurts has a bad game, they're gonna act like they've never seen Pickett. They're gonna act like they never seen Pickett. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there's a quarterback controversy. Let me just start off by saying that.
No, there isn't.
There isn't. But if Jalen Hurts has one of those years again, like he did last year, and people just are just curious about Kenny Pickett, I wouldn't be shocked if they start shouting his name. I wouldn't be in Philly, especially in Philly. Ryan Poles, he had higher offers, but Justin Fields specifically, yeah, he wanted the Steelers and he wanted to do right by him. Exactly, yeah, that's what happened. That's pretty much what happened. Yeah. Kyle Green's in the hut. Kyle Green's in here. So Pick isn't picking up his 5th-year option. I think they will. I think we're going to franchise tag him personally. I think we're going to franchise tag Justin Fields. I think that's what's going to happen next. So yeah, I do think we're going to. He's going to be back. We're not just having it. He's not a rental. We got him for a reason. Okay. You need my insight, fella.
That's Kyle.
They tried Fields when they tried Fields when they're getting pieces to go around. Oh, they traded Fields when they start getting pieces around him. Yeah, I mean Ryan Poles and his regime didn't draft Justin Fields, and I think sometimes I even forget that. So they can do whatever they want at that point, unless it's injury or he can't reach 51%. It's going to be the Rush show. Yeah, it will be the Rush show. Yeah, Rush is definitely going to be the starter. No question about that. They traded Fields when they started getting pieces around, did him dirty. Yeah, I mean, I can look. I see it both ways. I see why people would say that. I could definitely see that. Well, a lot of comments. I could definitely see that. But yeah, I definitely can understand that. Let's see what other people are saying. Let's see. I see a Mixon. I see a Joe Mixon. Shocked about the Joe Mixon trade. I thought Joe Mixon was signed, not traded, but
no, he got traded. He got traded to Houston. It was reported that they were going to cut him.
They were going to cut him.
He was going to be signed, but they wound up. Houston wound up trading for him.
I'm not surprised he was traded. It's time to go. I think they were over him.
Well, I think they're over their whole team because a lot of people don't want to be there no more.
T. Higgins, that's the next big name to drop. I'm curious about that one. Our name has been floating around there a little bit, so like I'm curious where you see Michael Thomas going if anyone signs him. Of course, it's dirt cheap, Dolphins or Bengals. he just can't stay healthy. Like, I don't even know if it's even worth the risk of even bringing him in. Like, he can't stay on the field. I know it's cheap, but I mean, I guess you bring him in to see what he's got left in the tank. But I don't see anyone signing. Do you folks see what he's signing him?
Not, in all honesty, not unless they're in desperation. I would probably say he'd be a mid-season signing based on injury or based on a team that may be making a run for the playoffs and say, hey, we need a guy that could hop up in here.
Yeah.
An Odell Beckham kind of thing. Odell Beckham Jr. kind of signing.
Oh, where do you think? I think he's still. I think he's still a value. I think Odell can go somewhere and be maybe a fringe 2 to a 3. And I think so. I think Odell still has a little bit left in him. He showed that he did last year. Waiting for T. Higgins to go to the Jets. Ooh, that'd be crazy. That'd be insane. That'd be a big one. That would be a big one.
Higgins to the Jets. Jesus.
That would be crazy. All right, let's get to this mock draft. Here. You guys have been waiting for. So, Fog and I looked at our list. Fog couldn't be more different, honestly. But I love that. I do love that. So let's go ahead and get to it, man.
Well, I will say this: 9 and 10. I've got changes in 9 and 10 because when I sent you that, I didn't know about the Smith signing, and I saw that while I was in work, and I was like, shit.
All right, so 2024 NFL draft mock top 10, and I think everybody, the clear consensus is who? It's
Caleb Williams. Yeah,
it's Caleb. Caleb Williams is our clear consensus. So that's easy, right? I think we differed here. I don't remember. I made this kind of earlier in the day, but I think we differed here. Yeah, we did. Okay, we did. I went Jayden Daniels. You went Drake May. Why'd you go Drake May?
I went Drake May because everything coming out of Washington is they're higher on Drake May than Jayden Daniels. There's a split there, but they're talking about Drake May more so than they are Jayden Daniels. So I went with that, and I said, all right, I got it from Walter Football. I got it from NFL Draft Profile, where they're just saying, and CBS Sports as well, that Drake May seems to be coming out to be the consensus favorite in Washington.
Interesting.
I think is stupid. Anybody who takes Drake May, you're just getting Daniel Jones and Mitch Trubisky 2.0.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Drake May. I think he could be good. Like, I wasn't a fan of Josh Allen, but he could easily prove me wrong. Right? That's where I am at Drake May. I'm not a big fan of Jayden Daniels either. I know people love Jayden Daniels. Not a huge fan, but I think he just fits a little better in Washington than he would in New England, where I think you have. I think we just swapped. I think that's pretty much what we did, right? We just swapped the quarterbacks, right? So yeah, like I think Drake May fits a little better in New England on what they want to do than Jayden Daniels. But we'll see. I mean, both are.
The reports coming out of New England is that they're in love with Jayden Daniels.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that one. Yeah, I know Jerome Mayo loves Jayden Daniels, so you're probably going to be right in this one. But what we do know is that 3 quarterbacks are going to top 3. That's what we do know. 3 quarterbacks.
Unless there's a trade, unless someone trades back.
Which I don't think anybody. I can't see these 3 trading back. All 3 of them need quarterbacks, right? Unless somebody just loves one of these 3 and they're going to give up the house. I don't think you do that. I think you just let one of them just drop. Both agreements on this. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. makes too much sense, right? Makes way too much sense for the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, they're dead set. They're all in on Kyler Murray, which I like. I'm glad they are.
And he's coming back healthy. You're like, you got to give him the weapons.
You got to give him the weapons. Like we say it all the time. You got to give him a shot. You got to give him a shot. Someone said it's weird because it's Sam Howell 2.0, both from UNC. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better compared. I'm not a fan of just how Drake May just operates. And Sam Howell was the same exact way when he came out of UNC. Just not a fan of how they operate. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. And even acting different since Bill left. Hey, they have been. And look, they have the hirings have been. They have
He ain't
been.
lying.
They have been. All right, number 5. I think we had some different. Okay, we were different here. Both pass catchers. The Chargers both need pass catchers. You chose Malik Neighbors. Why?
I chose Malik Neighbors because they've gone with the conventional guy, and it's just not working out. And I think that they're going to go with Neighbors because you want a guy that is going to be explosive and is going to be a downfield threat. And Malik Neighbors gives you that. He's both explosive, he's a downfield threat, and again, he can be the difference maker. You had a possession guy in Keenan Allen, great receiver, but couldn't stay healthy. Mike Williams can't stay healthy. Here's a guy that could be explosive on the football field and give Justin Herbert actually a very fun target to throw to.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that as well. I think they're going to go pass catcher. They're most likely going to receiver. I just feel like Brock Bowers, to me, outside of Marvin Harrison Jr., I think is the best football player in this draft. And I'm seeing Brock Bowers. It looks like he's dropping. Like he's like out of the top 10 at this point. It's crazy to me that people are saying that are just either not high on him or there's a lot of trades. I don't know, but man, if Brock Bowers fell into my lap, I was GM, I wouldn't even wait to the clock to start. He's I don't care what we do. I mean, I know that I have a friend who's a Charger fan, and he said they have like what's the guy's name? Devin Parham or something like that. I forgot his name. He's pretty good tight end for the Chargers, but man, I just feel like this is a hardball guy. I feel like Brock Bowers just feels like a hardball guy to me. You can use him in a lot of different spots. You can flex him out. He's like almost Aaron Hernandez 2.0. Like he just reminds me of that type of movement he has. And got some comments coming in real quick. I think the Vikings had the 5th pick. Do they?
Not that I know of.
I know of. Unless they traded. I didn't hear anything about that. I know they're. I don't think so. Well, you'll see my next pick. The Vikings will be. I think they will be in the top 10, but I don't think the Vikings have the 5th pick. And that's to my knowledge. If we're wrong, let us know that. I don't think there have been any trades yet in the top 10.
Nah, Vikings are still picking at 11, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he said never mind. I heard they're going to trade. I think they're going to trade. Yeah. Oh man, whoever this is just stole my thunder. I don't like you anymore. You might get blocked. But it's not that he's dropping. It's that people are pushing the quarterbacks in the top 3. Yeah, that's true, and I agree. Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I mean, it seems like he is. I thought Brock Bowers to me is a top 5 talent, no question about it. Let's go ahead and move to that 6th pick. All right, 6th pick. You got Rome Odunze, and I have Joe. Oh, why'd you go Rome?
Somebody, you got to get Daniel Jones to throw to somebody. You just gave away you have nothing left. You gave away Saquon Barkley. You have nothing left on offense. You have to give him this guy. You're obviously committed to him for at least this season. You have to start building and putting some type of team around him where you're going to be able to have weapons for this guy and for the Giants to actually look somewhat offensive.
Hey, to be fair, has Daniel Jones had the best weapons around him? No. Right? Do we think Daniel Jones is a good quarterback? No. So both things can be true, but you do need to put some weapons around him. I have Joe Alt going here. I mean, I feel like if you could protect Daniel Jones to some type of extent, then you can really see what you got in him, right? I feel like you have to protect him to really, really see. I think we already know what he is, but man, I think Joe Alt is a 10 to 12 year starter in this league. He's a cornerstone guy.
I would have said yes to Joe Alt. I debated that. The only reason I didn't is because what Schoen and Dable are doing, bringing in Devin Singletary. You're going to I think they brought in another former Bills player in there too. when you see teams and specifically coaches turning around and bringing in recycled players from previous teams, they're trying to get guys in to just fill in the void right now while they figure out what they're going to do going forward. The Giants realize they fucked up getting rid of Saquon. They realize they fucked up giving Daniel Jones all that money. And now this team is back in rebuild mode again. And they're recycling players that, again, former this coach had underneath him previously. You start seeing that happen. I'm not saying Daboll's a bad coach, but I don't think him or Schoen thought this was going to be the way things worked out, and now they're in panic mode.
Did Daniel Jones and OBJ play together?
No.
They didn't, okay,
no.
Okay.
When they traded Jones and got the dude from Florida State.
Brian Burke,
was it
back then? They traded
Jones? It was no, not they traded Jones. They traded Odell. They traded Odell. They got the pick from the Cleveland Browns. I think it was 17.
Yeah. They got a receiver?
They got a defensive tackle. What the hell was his name?
I don't know.
Was it Williams? Oh no, who was the defensive tackle they drafted? Jesus.
Not Robert, not
they got Daniel Jones at 6, and then they
Leonard Williams?
Was it
Leonard Williams?
No. It wasn't what. Damn, who the hell was the defensive tackle that they drafted that year? That drafted Daniel Jones. But they had traded him, and I was like, why would you trade Odell then draft a quarterback whose bread and butter at Duke was the deep ball? I couldn't understand when they did that.
Daniel Jones will throw to defenses. They don't need to draft a receiver for that. Giants got sacked 85 times. That's why I'm like, they need some Jabril Peppers. They drafted Jabril Peppers?
No, they didn't draft Peppers.
I think they did.
When did Daniel Jones get drafted?
I don't know. 2019, maybe 18 with Lamar. Was it with Lamar? I don't know. Was it Lamar in them?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Lamar in them.
I'm not sure. I was just asking. But bottom line is, they need to get. I like both of our picks. I like both of our picks because it's going to help Daniel Jones at least, but they need some receiver help. So I like their own pick there. So that and with yours, 3 straight receivers. So you have 3 straight quarterbacks and 3 straight receivers. I have the first offensive tackle off the board. And this is a big offensive tackle draft, so they could easily get Rome Odunze and then get another tackle somewhere in the draft or trade up if they wanted to. So it's a deep draft. Let's go over to the next pick. It's to our 7th pick. Now getting to have a little bit of fun here. All right, no, not yet. Sorry, not yet. So you have Joe Alt going here to the Titans. Yes. Okay, and I have Olu Fashanu going to the Titans. So both of us have the Titans definitely need some OL offensive line help. So we're in the greens there. We're in the greens there. And this depending on the player. Again, big offensive line draft. Very deep. Number 8.
Dexter Lawrence. That's it.
Oh, Dexter Lawrence. Okay.
That's what he got.
Okay, Dexter Lawrence. Got you. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of weird. That's a weird. All right. So I had a trade. I had a little trade, the little music, ding, 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 whatever. Okay. I had a trade. I have the Vikings trading up to Atlanta's pick, and they will draft JJ McCarthy. I'm admittingly my favorite quarterback in this draft. And then you have Dallas Turner, who I know a lot of mock drafts have him going there as well. So yeah, I think I
like the trade up. The only reason I didn't put that in there is because if you're gonna trade up, like I'm trying to think of who else is it. The Bears aren't going to get rid of that 9th pick unless you're shipping the house to them.
They're not getting rid of that one.
The Jets aren't going to get rid of the 10th pick, so JJ McCarthy should be there at 11, in all honesty.
Yeah.
I don't see the Bears or the Jets trading out of where they're picking.
I've heard some rumors the Giants want or like McCarthy, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
But then that would mean the Giants are trading back, and someone else in this top 10 is going to be trading up.
Trading up, yeah. That's a good point, though. Yeah, because the Bears aren't obviously drafting McCarthy, so yeah, JJ could fall into the lap of the Vikings. They may not have to trade up. So you're absolutely right about that. Let's see, the Pats pick. Either Pat McCarthy. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's gonna be a top 3 pick. That'll be
That'd be wild.
Be wild. That'll be wild for McCarthy to be a top 10 pick. I think he's or top 5 pick. I think he's range is between like where I have him in like maybe 15. All right, maybe 15. Tennessee might draft a quarterback. That's why I say Vikings trade up with the Chargers.
That's a possibility.
Enough of this. They just got. That means you're telling me the Titans who have drafted 3 quarterbacks in the first round. Well, no. Actually, Malik.
No, they got Malik.
What's his name? Malik
he was second round, I think.
He was third round. He's third round. He was third round pick. But still, I mean, they're drafting different quarterbacks every single year. It seems like, and that would be. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Will Levis, but man, like, was he? I don't. I guess he's a new coach. Rebels not there anymore. They got Brian Callahan. Maybe Brian Callahan wants somebody else. Maybe he doesn't like Will Levis. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan either. I wasn't a big fan. I'm not answering this question. Whoever this is, I think I know who it is. I'm not answering this question. They keep asking this question like they just want some recognition to back. Like I'm not answering this question.
I think I know who that is too.
Will Levis is okay, in my opinion, but Mason Rudolph is trash. I mean, I'm not arguing. No. I'm not arguing with either one of those things. So, you're not trying to convince me. You're not trying to convince me.
I don't know.
I'm not sure that person's trying to convince. I'm okay with that. Okay. All right, let's go number 9. Number nine, the Bears. So we differed here. So I have the Bears going defense here because of the pickup of Keenan Allen. I think I had Rome Odunze slotted here before, but I switched it because the pickup of Keenan Allen, and I have Dallas Turner. You have Brock Bowers, which, wow, that would be, man, that'd be crazy.
Well, I had him, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's possible that they don't go Bowers. They do need an edge rusher. I wouldn't be shocked to see Jared Verse from Florida State wind up here.
I saw a lot of that. I saw edge rushers. I saw a few edge rushers slotted here. I like that. Dallas Turner on my list was the best edge rusher available, in my opinion.
Yeah,
you got to pick him up because they do need edge rushers. At some point, you got to adjust the defense. I know they're trying to adjust the offense with Caleb Williams, but they need an edge rusher. I think Dallas Turner or Jared Verse from Florida State would be great here. Brock Bowers, man, wow, that would be going all in.
The only reason I initially said Bowers is because you've got Kmet, you add Brock Bowers, you have 2 good receiving tight ends, 2 good tight ends that can also block. Then you got DJ Moore, you've got Keenan Allen. Like you can really put together an offense that is going to be able to support a young rookie quarterback.
Yeah. With Khalil Herbert at running back. I think they're going to draft another running back at some point in the draft.
Well, then they got DeAndre Swift too.
Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
wow. Yeah. So I mean, the Bears, man, they're cooking right now. They're cooking. They on paper, it looks like they're going to do some things. But man, Brock Bowers would be almost like a luxury at that point. That'll be a luxury pick if they got Brock Bowers. But I think I have a feeling they're going to go defense here because they got to adjust defense. And then last, and this person says, so both y'all rob my Jets of Bowers. He wouldn't look bad in Jets uniform. But look,
I
wait,
just I just said Bowers could go there, but I'm with you defensively. And I don't think Turner will be there. So I think Verse might be the guy that the Bears go, or they may go Murphy too.
may go Murphy. Yeah, they may go
They
Murphy.
may go Murphy too. If Dallas Turner is there, I think you go Dallas Turner. I don't think that's goes without question. But if Turner's not there, I'm going to kind of lean with you on this. B. They may really go defense because, like you said, they got to address that defense. Murphy and Verse could be one of the two guys that they go after.
I think they will. I think they've been adjusting the offense in the offseason. They got the line, got the receiver. They already have DJ Moore. They have Cole Kmet. Right, they have some pieces there already. So I think they would address defense here. Wouldn't shock me though if they go receiver. Like if Rome Odunze is still there, it wouldn't shock me if they just got him. it wouldn't surprise me if he's still there. Both of us have the Jets, and this is why we robbed this Jet fans of Bowers because we know what you need. Okay, you need offensive line. You have a 41-year-old quarterback back there. And you need one of these guys. You need Talise Fuanga of offensive lineman from Oregon State, or Amaris Mims, old lineman from Georgia, because you need to protect Aaron Rodgers. Like that has to be.
We need new turf.
I mean, yeah, not much you can do about that. There's not much you can do about that. Yeah. But you gotta protect your 41-year-old investment, man. You have to, like you have to. But they've been addressing it though. They got Tyron Smith today, and I think they're gonna continue to address it in this draft. I think they could go receiver here if Rome was still there. I think they could go receiver. I think it wouldn't hurt to go another receiver to go with man, what's the guy's name? What's Garrett Wilson? It wouldn't hurt to go wide receiver here.
It wouldn't hurt, but I tell you what, if Brock Bowers is available, they're going Bowers.
I'll take it. Yeah, he's at that point, it's BPA.
Yeah,
it's best player available. If Brock Bowers is still sitting there at the top 10, and you can give Aaron Rodgers another weapon, a guy like him too.
Yeah,
you have to get you have to, and then Rodgers won't be there forever, so he'll be someone else's weapon in a couple of years. So that's definitely will be a luxury pick. But there you got it. There you guys have it, man. There's our top 10 mock draft of the 2024 NFL draft. Go ahead and take a picture of it. Do what you got to do with it. This is what we believe is going to happen, at least at this point, in the top 10. We're going to do 11 through 20 next time. And because I know we want to hit all the teams up. We want to hit all the teams. But again, things may change. So some of these guys may drop back into the top 11 through 20. And yeah, this is going to be a fun draft. This is going to be one of the more entertaining drafts we've had in a long time because it's deep. There's going to be a lot of drama. A lot of dudes can go anywhere. Honestly, I'm not. Most people saying that Caleb Williams may not even go number one, which is crazy. He's going number one, but yeah, it's going to be a really fun draft. But I think that's going to do it for us. I know it's getting lit over you, Fog. I know it's about 10:30 over there. I know you got to hit the sack. I know everybody on the East Coast has to hit the sack pretty soon here, but we want to thank everybody for coming out, man, and supporting us again this week. We're going to be off this Wednesday. That's why we're doing our show on Monday, but we're usually here on Wednesdays to give you guys the best news in the football world. Really appreciate you guys coming out. Again, don't forget to follow our pages, Be Easy Sports and Entertainment. Don't forget to follow Fog as well. I'm Chickly Bias Sports. Put some really great material. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our Facebook or our YouTube channel as well. You can hit us up from there too. All right, Fog, any last words?
Oh God, Kenny Pickett.
That's
Kellen Moore. This is bad. I'm nervous, B. I'm nervous.
That's how we're gonna end the night. Hey, appreciate you guys coming, man. We'll see you guys next week.